I can say now, after having gone through the international pageant, that you may be able to feel ready in that moment because now you've done the prep and this and that, but I don't think you'll ever really feel fully ready. Even the ones who have done majority of the prep, depending on how your mind is and how you obsess over things. In my case, I obsess over things, and I feel like if I didn't get to do it to 100% of what I imagined it to be, then it's not done. It wasn't even done 1 or 10%. It doesn't apply. It does not count. So what have I learned is, as much as you need to have that drive and that focus and that belief, and you have to take it through, you have to action everything that you want to do and try your best. Even if it's unattainable, try before you can say that it's unattainable. To believe in yourself, you have to know that you put in 110%. Because if you'll always know in the back of your mind, there were still areas in which you could have done things and you didn't, that's what will affect you. That's what will affect your mindset. That's what will affect your confidence. And if I'm being honest, and I've never said this anywhere because this is, I think, this is not my first, but this is the first time I'm saying this after the international pageant. There were still moments where I was like, wow, this could have been really done in a different way, in a better way. But it could also just be me being my biggest critic sometimes, and also wanting to do such a good job to really create a moment for your country, for the people who supported you behind the scenes. But
what would you want to do different now when you look back on your performance?
Well, but again, it was not something that I could have had control over, which is why I want to share to everybody. If you have the time, if you have the leisure of time right now, prepare. I would have wanted more clothes, for example, from like more Bahraini designers so that I could have walked around and all the activities in that. I would have wanted to maybe prepare in a sense where I planned in an ideal world, planned all of my outfits with the hair and the makeup look ahead of time, maybe like in a PDF, so that I wouldn't have to think of what did I need to wear on that day, and I could get maybe 1 hour extra sleep so that I could have more energy to do what was expected of us throughout the pageant. So a lot of pageantry, as much as it's your on-stage performance, is also how you show up behind the scenes, how you show up for the pageant community, the bloggers. I wish I could have done more to get the attention of people, to get more traction on Bahrain, to get more conversation around Bahrain. I also wish I had more energy to communicate with more girls than the maybe 10 to 20 girls I was speaking to. But again, that's not in my control because we all were tired. We didn't have all the time in the world. And there were 120 plus girls. This is the only time ever in the history of Miss Universe where 120 plus girls come together. It's usually between 60 to 80 maximum. So that's a lot of girls. So you can't really form that much of a bond with all of them. So those are a few of my regrets. But again, to get to that level, it's just having immense trust, immense belief in yourself, and having such a strong support system. I think that's so, so, so important. Like, I don't think I would have made it through any of that if I didn't have a strong partner, if I didn't have a strong best friend who was practically a part of this pageant at this point, who learned every terminology, all the pasarela, all the Q&A. She would ask me questions while we were doing daily walks so that we could habit stack, for my physical health, and at the same time training for my Q&A and my personality development, if you will.